Hey everyone, I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia, and this is Alessandra.
And today we want to share with you some of our tips that we personally use to help us fight cravings.
For my favorite trick to fight cravings is I always, whatever my favorite food is, so for this example we'll use ice cream, I will find a lower calorie option for my favorite food. So in this case, I know you've probably seen it before in another video, but I've mentioned Arctic Zero. It's a pint of ice cream and it clocks in at 300 calories.
So you basically, what you do then is you find healthier alternatives to what you normally eat. Okay, so I'll go next. I drink a lot of water. So I always carry this guy around with me wherever I go. And on a given day, I'll drink between 2 to 4 of these just sitting at my desk. What that helps me do is it helps me to always make sure that I'm well hydrated, but by doing that, I make sure that I never confuse a thirsty, dehydrated signal with a signal for hunger, which often happens. Sometimes you think you're hungry, but really you're just thirsty. And what's your next one, Claudia?
So my next one is I don't deprive myself. If I really want a piece of cheesecake or a piece of cake, I actually go for it, but I actually try to stick to a serving size. So, you know, in the case of a piece of cake at a birthday party, maybe I'll cut myself a small one, or I'll share with somebody, or if I'm at home, I actually try to measure out my serving sizes. You will actually be surprised about what you think is a serving size and what an actual serving size is. You're usually really generous with yourself. So for me, it's all balance. Eating food that I really love just keeps me sane.
Well, you keep track of your...
And I track my food. So if I have a particular budget of calories, carbohydrates, and proteins, I try to stick within that balance and budget. And I just have everything in my phone. It's super easy to keep track of.
Okay, I'm gonna go chase down my toddler. I'll be right back. I think I lured her back with some banana. Anyway, so my next one is I try to eat every 3 to 4 hours. And what that does is it makes sure that I always keep my sugar levels at a nice balanced level. That way they're never fully dropping out and I'm not just starving where I go out, and I'm more likely to make a bad decision on food choice, eat a bunch of junk, or overeat and binge, again, because I haven't eaten in an hour. So I try to eat frequently, about every 3 to 4 hours.
There's nothing wrong with grazing.
No,
I'm a grazer.
Yeah, I'm a snacker. We're all on the go. We're all busy. We all have that in common. But so when we go out, we bring protein bars, bananas, whatever it is. We're prepared so that we're much less likely to go out and buy junk. And if we're presented with junk, an opportunity to eat some junk, then we can say, okay, never mind. Let me eat this protein bar that we have in our bag, opposed to, oh sure, give me a
20-piece chicken nuggets real quick.
Give me a 20-piece chicken nuggets. A great example. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today. We're gonna have to go track down our toddler somewhere. These are some of the tips that we use to help us fight cravings. Make sure you give this video a big old thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also check out HASfit.com, where we have hundreds of free workouts, meal plans, and everything that you need to stay in shape. Follow us on whatever social media platforms you're on, and you'll be able to figure out if we ever found our kid. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Coach Kozak. There goes Claudia, and we will see you at your next workout.